Hello, and welcome to my channel for news about the reports for USA. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Let's begin. Before Keith Urban sang his song You'll Think of Me during the final date of his High and Alive tour, he urged fans not to speculate about a deeper meaning in his lyric changes. Keith Urban isn't thinking of anyone in particular at his concerts. Nearly 1 month after Nicole Kidman filed for divorce from the country singer, he slammed fans who speculated a deeper meaning in the changed lyrics of his song, You'll Think of Me. "I've been covering like this for a long time," Keith said on the final night of his High and Alive tour in Nashville, Tennessee, October 17. "Stop reading set T into it," as the 57-year-old sang the chorus, which was originally, "Take your space and take your reasons." He revised the latter to "all your bulls" to reasons. When he reached the line, "You'll think of me," he yelled out, "but I betcha think about me." Indeed, the blue ain't your color singer is no stranger to adding some color to his songs. In fact, he's changed the lyrics to his 2003 track at several shows over the years, most recently multiple stops on his world tour, although Keith has regularly deviated from the lyrics of You'll Think of Me. He had recently raised eyebrows after changing the words to The Fighter, which was inspired by his 20-year marriage to the Big Little Lies actress. During the September 27 show in Omaha, Nebraska, Keith spotlighted touring guitarist Maggie Bohr, who was playing alongside him. Instead of singing the original lyrics, "When they're trying to get to you, baby, I'll be the fighter," he went with, "When they're trying to get to you, Maggie, I'll be your guitar player." It was especially surprising for fans, since the Grammy winner, who shares kids Sunday Rose 17 and Faith Margaret 14 with Nicole, revealed that the song was about the difficult start to his relationship with the Oscar winner. "It's all from a conversation my wife and I had early on in our relationship, that when things get tough, I need to hold her tighter and just try to take care of her," he told Billboard in 2017. The song is about wanting to heal somebody, wanting to take care of somebody, wanting to protect somebody. It's really like a vow in so many ways. As Keith and Nicole navigate their divorce, for which the former cited irreconcilable differences in the September 30 filing, they've been looking ahead. For the baby girl star, it's been important to embrace the ups and downs of this chapter. "The best part is the experiences that you've accumulated," she told Harper's Bazaar earlier this month. "You go, oh, I've been here before. I actually know how to handle this now." Or, "Maybe I haven't been in this place, but I've experienced something similar to this, and I do know that I will get through it." Country music star Keith Urban has found himself at the center of public and media scrutiny recently, not merely for his stage shows or his new album, but because of the fallout from his divorce from Nicole Kidman. Amid swirling speculation about his personal life, Urban has pushed back against scrutiny of his lyrics, telling fans to stop reading into shit. Online. Let's unpack what's going on, the context, the reaction, the artist's position, and what it all might mean. The context. Divorce. Tour and lyrics. Urban and Kidman's split was revealed publicly when Kidman filed for divorce on September 30, 2025, citing irreconcilable differences after 19 years of marriage. People.com. At the same time, Urban has been on his High and Alive world tour, performing live across North America and beyond. Online. Within his live shows and promotional material, several things have drawn attention. Urban changed lyrics on the fly during performances of his song You'll Think of Me, altering lines such as, "Take your space and take your reasons," to "all your bulls' reasons." Online. He also performed the song Straight Line on his TV series The Road and discussed how it was about wanting to break out of a soul-sucking routine. Cosmopolitan. Fans observed these lyric changes and song selections as possible allusions to his relationship with Kidman and the marriage ending. Given this backdrop, Urban's directive that fans stop over-interpreting his lyrics makes more sense. He reportedly addressed the audience at his Nashville show, "Stop reading into shit." Online. Why is this happening now? Several factors converge to amplify the scrutiny. High-profile split. The divorce of two major stars, Urban and Kidman, makes any public move by them subject to intense reading and speculation. Lyric changes. When an artist alters well-known lyrics, particularly in songs fans associate with specific relationships or meanings, people wonder why. Touring and promotion during upheaval. Urban performing, releasing, and promoting material while personally navigating a major life change invites questions about how much the personal life influences the art. Media and fan culture. In the era of social media and instant sharing, live moments, like on-stage lyric changes, are recorded, posted, and dissected widely, so what used to be just a performance now becomes evidence or fodder for speculation. Urban's viewpoint. It's not about that. Urban's comments suggest he believes that interpreting songs as literal diaries of his personal life is inaccurate or unhelpful. His point: the artistic process is layered, and a live show may feature improvisation, changed lyrics for effect, or just spontaneous moments, not necessarily cryptic messages about divorce. When directly asked about the changed lyrics, he told the crowd they were covering like this a long time, and once again, stop reading into shit. Online. The lyric alteration may be part of his live performance style. He's known to change words before, but the timing makes it especially susceptible to interpretation. He seems to want to reclaim the narrative and maintain that his art is not simply public commentary on his personal life. Public reaction and implications. The reception has been a mix of curiosity, criticism, empathy, and cynicism. Some fans assert that the lyric changes and song choices must mean something specific. Maybe about the marriage, maybe about someone else. Others criticize Urban, suggesting that changing lyrics to a song originally inspired by Kidman, for example, The Fighter, and inserting someone else's name is insensitive. News.com.au. Still others take Urban at his word, that art doesn't equal autobiography, and live performances are fluid. For Urban's career, the stakes are real. His credibility as an artist depends partly on how honest fans think he is. If many believe he's hiding behind ambiguous lyrics, that might erode trust. On the other hand, if he can redirect attention to the music rather than the drama, he could preserve artistic autonomy and avoid being defined solely by his personal life. The divorce and its public nature mean that everything he does, song choice, lyric tweaks, interactions, will be layered and interpreted. What this means for his music and for fans of Keith Urban and of music in general, this situation brings up some core questions. When is a song about someone? Musicians often draw on real life, but songs also become something else once released. Urban seems keen to stress the separation between life event and song meaning. How much should live lyric changes matter? A change might be playful, spontaneous, or just fun, yet fans will try to turn it into proof of a hidden narrative. What responsibility does an artist have to clarify meaning? Urban chooses now to draw a line. He doesn't want to dissect every lyric publicly. Some artists embrace deep personal disclosure, others resist it. What role does the audience play? Fans want narrative, connection. Why did he change the lyric? But the artist might resist turning every show into a revelation. Urban's message: sometimes it's just a show. In short, if you're attending his concerts, watching his videos, or listening to his songs, you're free to interpret them, but remember, the artist wants you not to build a headline out of every word he sings. Final thoughts, Keith. Urban's recent statement to his fans, "Stop reading into shit," is both a guardrail and a message. It signals he wants his music to stand on its own, without being reduced to gossip fodder. He acknowledges that yes, there is a divorce. Yes, it's public. Yes, people will watch him, but he draws a boundary. For the listener, enjoy the art. Interpret, if you will, but don't expect each lyric change to be a headline. Ultimately, this moment in Urban's career, the tour, the divorce, the lyric watching, might become part of his story, but hopefully, he's trying to ensure it doesn't become his story at the expense of his music.